deck. And we're back on the Mana Symbol channel. I'm going to play a little bit of this brew. So yesterday, or 2 days ago, we were trying out some of the new Urzas, the new Urza that melds with Power Stone. That didn't go particularly well for pretty obvious reasons. But one of the shells that we played was this, which is Whir Prison, Thopter Sword combo, Urza. So we're going to play it again, but without the meme cards. So we've got some Whir of Inventions, we've got an Ensnaring Bridge and Spellskite. I liked the extra bridges in the previous version, but we'll see how that goes this game, this league. And the this major quote-unquote innovation is playing Esper Sentinel and Portable Hole as well as Thoughtcast. So we've got a high enough early artifact count a lot of the time that Thoughtcast becomes 1 or 2 mana to draw 2, which felt really useful in the last league. So this is kind of the initial build. So I'm not entirely sure if we'll stick with this as is, but yesterday or 2 days ago was fairly promising. So let's hop into it. No prototype? Which prototype do you want me to play? One that doesn't do anything or another one that doesn't do anything? I do have a prototype deck for Pioneer. Oh, Moonsnare prototype. Sorry, people keep doing that to me. Prototype's an entire mechanic that's new and has lots of playable cards. Well, actually, no, it mostly doesn't have any playable cards. Moonsnare prototype is great, but it doesn't produce colored mana. So it's insane in an 8-cast shell. So we played it. This was the most successful deck we played the other day. And it's insane. Like, I love 4 Moonsnare prototype, 4 Springleaf Drum, 4 Thoughtcast, 4 Thought Monitor, 4 Midnight, 4 Ornithopter. I love this setup. It's great. But it's just not right for every deck. So, multiple cards in my hand I can't cast. This is a mull, though? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure I bought him the extra Whir. I kind of like the previous hand more than this one. That's because I'm a sadist. Damn it. Come on, MTGO. Help me out here. All right. Finally. Yeah, so this deck as an 8-cast deck worked really well yesterday, but... Okay. Does not feel like this is going to be a good matchup overall, but this opening is really good for me. Oh, well. It's pretty awesome, Ride or Die. Well, mine. Yeah, we'll see, Shauna. They play Terminates and Dreadbores, and they have a Dothy Voidwalker in play, so... Yeah, there's also 2 Seachrome Coasts waiting in this deck to just screw me. You gotta be kidding me. Okay. Great. Oh, man. Hey, Dracon Music. Yeah, there's only 2 islands, though. Thoughtcast is a good draw. Rebuke is not bad. Um, damn it. Brutal. So that's 1 ding for not enough blue sources, I guess. I have 3 Talismans of Progress. So I think this has just been a slightly unfortunate draw. Yeah, not good enough. Man, that Blood Moon was so rough. Yeah, we were screwed there. Okay, this is going to be a tough one. So bring in March to deal with the Blood Moons. Board out a Whir. This Soul Guide Lantern. Because I'm pretty sure the way we interact with their graveyard is just not going to work. Let's go down to Rebuke, maybe. I mean, it's another one of those ones where it's like we have a lot of hands that would be totally fine there, and we just weren't. Sentinel is actually medium. I don't agree, but rough. Sentinel's medium. Sentinel's medium? I don't think so at all. Two islands, let's go. I'm getting a Hallowed Fountain, pretty sure. So that I can cast the Thopter Foundry, because otherwise I'm just not casting anything. Although, it looks like they want to Blood Moon me. We're getting scammed. Okay. We'll see what they play. I'm pretty sure you're supposed to play 3 or 4 bridges in this format right now. Right on time, buddy. It's just so easy for bridges to get destroyed, and you often need them in the game one, like, quicker. Is Grief a strictly better unmask? No, you can't target yourself with it. In most cases, it is better, but it is not strictly better. No. Specifically for Reanimator decks that are the decks that play unmask in Eternal formats. All right, well, we got a hold here with Metallic Rebuke. Hopefully they Blood Moon, or hopefully they play a non-creature spell. This deck certainly has a worse matchup against Scam than Prisantron does. So this is... No. Denied. Now they go land Blood Moon? Yep. Well, I draw one. Bridge? Not bridge. Well, it's a bridge, but not the bridge I need. Yeah, maybe I should have, Shauna. It's just too useful against too many things that I need it. Like I need to be able to stop a Dothy Voidwalker, right? Am I wrong? I don't think I'm wrong. Okay, this gets the grief down next turn. So we're kind of getting to a spot of being kind of okay, maybe. We're definitely blocking. Or I can march the Blood Moon and then Urza to block the grief, and it's enough power to kill the grief. I'd be at 1. It's probably the right way to play this, huh? Okay. Psycho play, but... Urza with what mana? With the mana that I get when I remove the Blood Moon. Holy shit. So I have to remove the grief and just hope that I draw another answer for the monkey. Yeah, I mean, we have to hope for an island or a... but I can't use Talisman. That's why I have to kill the grief. Jesus, what a draw. Okay, they hit a land that isn't an island. We have some outs. It's not one of them. All right, I'm going to concede this and draw a card. We're not technically dead, but I don't care. Yeah. They were going to steal that Thopter Foundry, and then we were going to draw the island. Situations like this is where I feel like Path could still be good in Modern. I mean, we had Dispatch in, and obviously I didn't have enough artifacts for it, but like, I mean, you're not... I think if... Yeah, like, Path is close to being fine, I guess. Their draw there was pretty obscene, though. So... I'll keep this. Gigantha? It's probably Domain. I like it if you're on Snaps, probably avoid it otherwise. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, with Snapcaster, it's more valuable in theory. Inventors Fair is fine in this hand, but again, I think we have to be more careful about how many blue sources are in the deck. Yesterday I had more, but it's probably Breach. Gigantha with Bobble. Bloodstain Mire. Bobble Bloodstain Mire with Gigantha. Could be a lot of stuff. Could be one of them newfangled Iconoclast piles. Jund Saga? Could be Jund Saga. Grixis Shadow. Yeah. I mean, Jund players are going to be around forever, probably, Shauna. Like, people want a fair deck that they can play in Modern. Soul Guide's a good draw? Yeah, it's a good draw. I'm upset by this song that it just said on accident. I'm a by accident truther. So next turn we can go Inventors Fair for Thopter Foundry, and then the turn after, assemble the combo. So if I play Rebuke now, it's possible that they have a piece of counter magic. Then they don't get the connive. I think this is right. And if they go discard spell afterwards, then I lose nothing. That's not big enough. The song's name is On Accident. Man, and they had another bauble. I removed bauble because it's like the least common card type in their deck. They just immediately have another one. Bird's a better Goyf. Ingenious Smith's a better Goyf. There's a lot of better Goyfs. So any counter magic here basically ends the game. Three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine. Kavu's a better Goyf. All right, we're taking this. Paladin's a better Goyf? I wouldn't really call Paladin a Goyf. But yeah, it's a better 2-drop. Of course, Spider, you're awesome. And the deck you were working on was awesome. You're not only one of the greatest, like, not greatest, I don't know about greatest being the right word to use, but like, you are an amazing modern innovator, and you constantly do really well with your offbeat brews. Like, you're kind of like Spike. You just have this talent for knowing what to play and in what ratio. Not a needle matchup? I think it is because of engineered explosives. Oh no, I grabbed your all-in Goryo deck yesterday. I think it was once you were done with it, although I could be wrong. Because it reminded me of the Sorshana. Okay, thank you. I think these Thoughtcasts need the Razortide bridges. I think playing 3 Urzas was probably right. Sorry, I can't remember what the name of the Asmo Goryo's Vengeance deck was initially. It was the grilled cheese special. Jeez. Played more lands, and then this happens. Okay. I didn't even draw a Saga here. Like, it's probably a mull, but like, it's so hard to mull against these discard decks for me. Fake the counterspell? No way. Not about that life. Just Whir for a land. I mean, I can do that. I just don't have anything to play with it, so I don't... Fucking... Are you kidding me? Yesterday, this deck would, like, did pretty well. I don't know what happened. So, Whurza is the descendant of the grilled cheese special because it's playing Urza and Goryo's Vengeance. It doesn't have to be Grixis, but it is blue-black Goryo's Urza with pro-white, of course. So we're going to punt here by playing Portable Hole, but the real reason I'm doing it is so next turn maybe I can Whir for Bridge. This game's pretty much over, though. Any discard spell I'm scooping. I get it. It's also not it's not an accurate fit on the name, right? It's like Goryo's Urza doesn't make Whurza as a name. It just doesn't. Like it's just not a thing. Well, Dumplings doesn't play Goryo's Vengeance. And it also doesn't play Urza. So you lose the whole name, but you had a very similar shell. Jiaozi? I don't know what that is. Is that Korean dumplings or something? This is the salty player from earlier. That's funny. All right, this is the kind of hand we're looking for with this deck, and I don't know where these have been so far this league, but hopefully it bears out. It's the Mandarin word for dumpling. Okay, got it. They're on Murktide. This is the Murktide player that was salty about us winning with Tron. How dare we? Would have killed them to make Foundry cast for blue-red. Yeah, they literally didn't have a triple hybrid symbol. And Esper isn't a red shard. They're these soup-filled dumplings? I don't like soup, but in that context, it sounds more like sauce than soup. So it's almost acceptable. All soups. Pretty much, unless my German grandmother made it. Pretty much not a soup guy. Just I also used to be not a hot liquids guy. It just makes me feel uncomfortable to consume hot liquids a lot of the time. I have a good explanation for it. Not even soup with noodles. Like, again, it's not like I can't eat soup. I just don't choose to most of the time because it tends to make me feel uncomfortable. Yeah, I like noodles. Noodles are great. Like ramen's kind of like that's too far into the soup camp for me most of the time. Doesn't attack. What? What? Like I don't. What do you want? I just described how I don't like soup, and then I was saying like it's too soupy. I mean, I don't think that's a crazy line to draw. Love ramen. You're allowed to love ramen. Streamer doesn't like soup. Unsub. I'll take it. More like unsoup. Pretty sure unsoup has a silver border. It's a real unset. Yeah, Infinity is an amazing set. Really, really wonderfully put together, I will say. Good draw. Good Nybor, man. Just out here doing my duty, freak. Keeping us yelling at clouds. If we don't yell at those clouds, freak, who will? These zoomers. Is my opponent now going to tilt off about me playing a deck that is completely not Tron, or do you think they didn't notice that it's the same person who beat them up with Prison Tron? I said the same thing I always say, Carrion Lich. Hey there, good luck and have fun. That's what I say at the beginning of every single match I play of Magic Online. I'm trying, Shauna. I'm trying. We out here trying, but we might have a really funny sequence next turn if they play a Murktide. Oh, they're just dead. Never mind. Oh, no, they're not, because the Dragon Rage Channeler lost Delirium. Well, we're just going to make them hate their lives. Oh, I can just win now. Okay. Oh, we are going to do the funny sequence. Hold on. Did I screw this up? So I don't have enough blue? Yeah, I screwed this up because I don't have enough blue. But we just do this. We just do this the way that makes them hate their life. Oh, I could have worked for Hole. I was trying to work for the Aether Spellbomb. And I really, yeah, you're right. I could have word for a hole, and that would have done it. There's so many commands in this chat you didn't know existed. Yeah, there's a lot of them. You can ask about any of them you're interested in. Liam should say A Lamau. I wonder if the Liam command is broken. I don't like soup, J.K. Torborg. That was the whole discussion. Well, you've all overtaxed the bot. Usually you only overtax me. I do like spam. I actually do like spam. This is oftentimes in Vietnamese cuisine, and found out that I like spam. I don't love it or anything, but like, there's one place downtown that does Vietnamese food, and I really like it. And one of my favorite dishes from there has spam, and it's great. It's the name of the spam sushi. World War II roll. I feel like my opponent's Murktide deck is kind of broken. Not the way people usually mean it. How many tiki places didn't I visit in Vegas? I don't know. I did try it, Roy. It was phenomenal. Shameful Tiki Room was phenomenal. Sick. Get it? Because you visited a lot. I mean, I I understand what you're saying, but I also don't. I don't. No. Mm, boo. Yeah, but they're also on draw more. Draw more expressive iterations than I can reasonably deal with. Mm. Oh, shit. Shit. Well. Okay. Whew. Just pass here. Red, red, red? It's another Blood Moon? Sure. Oop. Oh, we got there. Okay. So they gotta find a shatter effect fast, or they are in trouble. Trouble. I don't know. With my luck recently, Shauna, this is gonna be like a surgical right here. Heat. Okay. That's fine. Maybe they thought it would make the sword not come back, but that's not how any of this works. That also doesn't do anything, opponent. Yeah, probably. Moto's gonna need a kick after this. It looks like it's like flickering. It's getting into the EDM mood. Thank you for the follow, Pablo from Pendrell Vale. Yeah, exactly, Shauna. This is a Murktide? That's fine too. It just means I'm going to play Bridge this next turn. And then they're going to be really pissed off. Hey, Boosh. It really is, Spider. Mikey O's the deck did a bunch of really cool lines like that. I have a build of it with Diabolic Intent that I want to try at some point soon. I haven't done it yet, but at some point. Here's my bridge. Enjoy. Did you run the sacrifice 5 artifacts to take another turn card? No, I did not play Time Civ. Absolutely not. No. You don't have room for that in that deck. I think Time Civ takes a pretty dedicated deck list. 2 Shredders. 2 Ledger Shredder. Shredder. Ledger Shredder. I hated on Spike a lot, but the turns Asmo deck turned out to be halfway decent. Yeah, I mean... What the hell? What? What's your damage? That Murktide player just, like, scoops to bridge. They just love to scoop to bridge. It's crazy. Yeah, one thing I tend to do, Spider, is build decks that are extremely good against Murktide by accident. And I don't really know why. Right, but this isn't Affinity, and, like, we didn't, like... Hate bridge like you hate soup. Legit. All your decks get dumpstered by Amulet? Most of my decks get dumpstered by Burn. That's the one I usually get slammed by. Well, this sucks. I mean, I have to do something, so unfortunately. Hopefully they don't have a Spell Pierce. Fuck. Come on. I mean, yeah, that's because I don't like soup, JK Torpor. That's why, yeah, I definitely don't eat that much soup because I don't particularly care for it. Kind of, you got a chicken egg thing going there. I'm not saying I haven't had good soup. My grandmother, my Oma, always makes great soup, and I always have it. But, like, other than that specific instance, it's not really... Jesus. And they had a hammer. So we just have to top deck bridge. Or Whir. And even then, we're not out of the woods. Portable Hole will get one of their hammers, but then they'll draw a card in response. Oh, that's the one I could have paid for. Oh, well. Gonna be extremely lucky anyway. Found the Whir. Maybe okay? They're very vocal about the foods they don't like. 9 times out of 10, they haven't tried it. I do frequently retry foods that I think that I don't like. And again, like, I'm not saying I don't like soup. I'm just saying, like, if I ever have the option of eating soup versus almost anything else, I will choose most other things. Right. Like, it's yeah. Baked oysters. I had amazing baked oysters. Again, I probably wouldn't order them, but they were really good. Yeah, hot chocolate's definitely not my bag. Yeah, tortellini and broth, definitely a soup. Ramen. I mean, again, all the ramen I've ever seen is soup. But when I make like, I don't know, when I made Mr. Noodles when I was younger, like I would put basically the bare minimum of liquid in it. Yep, stew. Not a big guy on stew. Chili is awesome. Big fan of chili. Like that's the line. Chili's the line. I love chili. I made chili last week. Still got plenty of it left. It's awesome. Have you had genuine pho? I don't think so. How dry do you make your chili? It's pretty wet. Man. We gotta ditch the dispatch. Just hope this hand can get stuff going. Moving, grooving, doing it. You know, like a sex machine. Now has a fancy ramen. I don't think I've ever had fancy ramen. I went to like a no, it was probably fancy ramen. I mean, it was downtown Toronto. It wasn't fancy, but it was definitely like quality, popular ramen place, and I did not like it. It was way too seafoody. I like seafood. I like shrimp and lobster's pretty okay. I like crab in sushi, but not a big crab legs guy. Found that out. Man. All right, if they just put in Cauldra here, I'm not afraid of that. Oop. Good draw. Yeah, like I'm a huge fan of shrimp. Specifically, shrimp are A plus, A plus plus, top tier. Cauldron's the blocker. Oh, I punted into the Spell Pierce, huh? Post Spell Pierce, Land of Shame. Yep, that's on me. For some reason, I didn't think they have Spell Pierce post board, but honestly, I just didn't think about it. Yeah, that's the reason I did what I did, man. If they have the hammer here, I'm toast. That sucks. Thought you played Sentinel to punish Spell Pierce there. I played Sentinel out also to reduce the cost of Thoughtcast. No block. Okay, that's not a hammer. So I don't need this needle anymore. Let's see what we draw. Shit. All right. Man. It's, I was there was someone who was here in chat while I was building this deck, and they were telling me different ways to build it that I wasn't entirely agreeing with, and I think my instinct was right. So I think I want to play more bridges. Play 3 Urzas. The point of this deck, the point of me doing this deck was the fact that Thopter Foundry Sword of the Meek combo with more bridges to support it was worth doing right now. It felt like it was really good yesterday. Yeah, Skite is definitely doesn't seem like it has to be a main deck card. I think we want more Razortide Bridges. The Dark Silver Bridge, you want to make those turn 3 Saga dudes, but in the Whir deck, I don't think I'm into that. Did we find Burn? No. I mean, unlikely. Now maybe we just can play an Urza Thopter Sword deck without Whir. That's possible. Yeah, 22 lands should be fine, but creativity? Finding Foundry without Whir is rough. I don't want to play 3 colors. What companion did they reveal? Okay, Hira. Okay, it's Jeskai control. Oh, no, it's not. Ah. Okay. Not elementals, or at least if it's elementals, it's like the ancient build. Red green Thopter Sword, stay color 2 colors and run the 3 mana Urza. That's an idea. I love Esper Sentinel. Well, but I mean, it would. I don't need to play Urza in my Urza deck. Like again, there was the thing I was talking about. It was like this is more about Thopter Foundry combo. This is more about Thopter Sword, and that was what it was meant to be. But you need to have blue to have Thopter Foundry and Sword going. I mean, technically you could engineer it into play, but like, all right. It's got to be Omnath, right? Oh, Reef. Okay. Go team. Yeah, but you still have to play blue, right? You still have to have Thopter Foundry in your deck somewhere. So they can't Prismatic Ending right now. Yeah, Oswald's an idea instead of Urza. Spire of Industry usually makes its way into the 3-color builds, in my experience. Opponent play Ran and Seeks. Do you have any meta predictions about the showcase this weekend? Not really. No, not really. I can't imagine too many of the decks that have been good not being good right now. There'll be Creativity, Black Red, Murktide, Burn, Hammer. Maybe some Yawgmoth. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. I mean, I think most of the decks that have been around are going to be there. So yeah, it's a lot of role player cards, exactly. Yeah, Haywire will potentially do something, but like, I don't think that Hammer Time is super interested in being a 3-color deck. So where is it going? That's a big deal. Like Gen Saga. Yeah, Arcane Proxy might show up in some decks. It's a Fury, huh? And I don't have the main deck Torpor Orb, or do I? I don't think I do. Second Whir for 2 here. I guess I could... No. And I can Whir for 1... to get the Spellbomb, but I won't have blue to activate it. So I'm probably just making a Construct token this turn. And a Thopter. Which is fine. I mean, this is not really a disaster. Not being able to portable hull the Risen Reef has been a pain in the ass the whole time. Puts a Boseiju into play. That's a very interesting choice. Ooh, Pepperoni. Bonk. You may not know they can choose to draw from Reef. It prompts you every time, right? Like, it literally says, like, would you like to put this into play? Yes, no? I mean, maybe... I can't imagine what they think it does if you don't. So let's just Needle Boseiju just in case they have a second one. I doubt it, but it's not worth the risk. Smart. All right. That game 1 against Elementals. That probably shouldn't happen. And now we have Torpor Orb, which is helpful. And maybe Stonebrain? Well, I don't need Soul Guide Lantern. Pretty sure you want Dispatch? Sure. Gotta keep 2 swords against the Exile deck. Oh, Rebuke is probably pretty poor. Hole seems like it only hits Ren. Yeah, that's true. I feel like my artifact count was already kind of tenuous, and now it's getting worse. I mean, it's not, you're not wrong, but it's consistently been a problem. Could go all holes out, but like, spyglass. I brought the spyglass. Yeah, I think one hole's fine to whir for. Yeah, but Lantern's not good against their deck in general. I don't think Lantern's worth keeping. That's... Yeah, the spyglass is definitely something I want, for sure. Eight. So... So I think we'll just go for maximum efficiency here. Okay. Felt pretty good. Then next turn they're going to go Risen Reef, Pitch Solitude, Ephemerate. But if we get through this turn, we have Whir for Torpor Orb. That should be pretty good. Okay, them passing here is really good for me. I think that means they're going to walk themselves into a bad spot. I'm going to float one. Get Needle for Ren and 6. Play Urza. Mm-hmm. Also Dispute? Maybe? Or a second dress down? Shit. Boseiju? Okay. I mean, it doesn't not make sense to me, Freak. Like, I get it. I don't know if it's good, but I get it. Puts Solitude in their hand. Okay. I'm gonna attack down the Renaissance anyway. Yeah, you're in control of when you dress down. Like, I get it. And, like, dress down is so good against Saga that if you feel like Elementals needs the leg up, I guess. I just feel like they should garbage, like, they should trash any deck that's trying to put element or put constructs into play anyway. Like, I don't. That is the wrong target. That's like the only wrong target opponent. I don't understand how that. Okay. Unless I have 2 bindings pending. And then they just Solitude my Urza. If I try to bounce Urza now, they're going to Solitude it anyway, right? Unless they Fury, and it's like either way. So they're going down to 2 cards in hand here, probably in good shape. I still have a Needle. All right. Am I naming Solitude? Yeah, I think so. I mean, they let it resolve. That seems like a punt to me. Risen Reef, Steam Vent, Solitude. Oh, they couldn't pitch. Got it. They were so greedy. There's 2 Boseijus, okay? So Whir is probably going for Spyglass. Or Torpor Orb. And we can make a construct to bounce the Urza if we need to. Thanks for the follow, Zienko. Feinko. This is Seinko. Oh! I was F6'd. I was not expecting them to top deck a Force of Vigor. Alright, huge punt. I should have a construct right now. Fuck. That was really bad. Could definitely lose the game because of that. Brutal. Don't F6 people. It's just not worth it. And a Boseiju? Are you kidding me? Unreal draw. unfreaking real. Of course, tit for tat, I guess. Steam Vents and Risen Reef. Oh, it's just Risen Reef. Just Risen Reef. So we have to Whir for Spyglass. Fuck. Reef got pitched? Oh, yeah, you're right. Sorry. I forgot they actually have to pay costs for things. No, hold on. I can sword. I can sword and then... Yeah, yeah. Well, or also... It's not just when they tap. If I... So if I were for Foundry next turn, as long as I have one extra mana, one Boseiju activation doesn't beat it. They would need two. Okay, thanks for the acceleration. Yeah, it's Steam Vents Unknown in hand. Float mana. I should have, actually. Yeah, I should have. You're right. Didn't do any math on it. Omnath? Okay, that's fine. As long as they don't remove Urza, I'm fine. Their hand is Boseiju +1. So they can't pitch. Should be okay here. Yeah, this is a really great playlist. It's just this. So we go. Oh, I can't make the first move. Okay. Yeah, they can Boseiju for 1. So I can't make the first move. Yeah, I thought because I had the extra artifact, I was okay. Oh, I do. I have the bridge. Thank you. Okay, that's still fine because they played this. This was their new unknown, so they don't have anything. Yeah, we're okay. We can go off twice. So I should have done it on my turn. Yeah, I missed the fact that I have Razortide Bridge. Although I guess this is the moment to go off because then we eat Omnath. There's no reason to suspect that things have changed from a few seconds ago. Razortide Bridge. Yeah. What? People, this is the second time this has happened today. They think that it stops the sword from coming back. Because they don't know audio Monia. It makes sense. Like, it makes sense if you didn't understand. Yeah. Nobody plays Thopter Sword right now. Oh, they did have the second Boseiju. That's hysterical. That's really funny. And frankly, unexpected. Mona, please. You have a family. Paid actor? Yeah, apparently. Cool. They don't, but they will soon. Yeah, got him. So we got a 2-3 in that league, but I think I learned that it feels like my initial thoughts about this deck was where I want to be with it. I'll try it again in the future at some point, but that was pretty disappointing, honestly. Yeah, I'll pay up the prediction. I mean, you knew your points were gone a long time ago. Pretty sure we went 0-3. Yeah, something like this is where I would want to start the next time. For now, we're probably going to go back to some prison.